Hello, my friends, and welcome back to another episode of Snuggles and Storytime. My name is Amanda, and I'm so glad that you could join me today. Today, I'm going to tell you a story about one very special tradition that we have in my family. And this tradition happens around Christmas. Let's write that word down. Christmas starts with a C. Are you ready? Christmas. Now, some people, instead of saying Christmas, they'll say this. They'll say Xmas. Because the first part, Christ, is who a lot of people celebrate on Christmas. They celebrate this person named Jesus Christ being born. And some people, they don't want to focus as much on that. They'll say Xmas because X in Greek, it's another language, represents Christ. So it's just their different perspective. Maybe you celebrate Christmas, maybe you celebrate Xmas, maybe you celebrate something different. Maybe you celebrate Hanukkah, or maybe you celebrate Kwanzaa, or maybe you celebrate New Year's or winter solstice. There's lots of different holidays to celebrate. But this story is about a tradition that my family had growing up around Christmas. Okay, so start thinking of some traditions that you might do for holidays, and we'll see if it's the same, okay? But before we get started any farther, we need to sing hello. So please put your hands up so you can join me. Are you ready? Here we go. Hello, all my friends, how are you? Hello, all my friends, how are you? With the jiggle, 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 and a wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Hello, all my friends, how are you? So, in my house, growing up, Christmas was a very big deal. We would play music, we would make cookies, we would have stockings that we would put out, and we would have a tree. We'd call it a Christmas tree. Now, this tree was kind of triangle shaped. Let's make one. So we make a triangle. And we had a trunk, a little square on the bottom. Now, sometimes it was a real tree that we bought, and it was from a forest before it was cut down, and sometimes it was a fake or an artificial tree. But we had a tree. Now, when I was a very little girl, we would have a tree with colored lights and lots of ornaments, and we would put these little shiny strings on it called tinsel. And that would be our tree. Now, growing up, we didn't have a lot of money, so we would frequently get whatever tree was left on the lot, or we would try to find the cheapest tree. So there would be lots of holes where the branches weren't, or they used to be, or maybe they fell off. Okay, that's just what we had growing up, but we didn't care what it looked like because it was all about making it special and pretty. Okay, as we got older, then we would have two trees. We would have one tree in the basement that we helped decorate. Then we had one tree in the living room that my dad and my mom decorated, and they changed it every year. So sometimes they would say, oh, it's a blue and silver tree. Or one year it was an angel tree and it was all white and gold. And they would change it every year depending on what they felt like to be an extra decoration. But the story that I'm telling today is actually when myself and my sisters had moved out of my mom and dad's house. We got our own places to live, and it was the first time that we had a tree, and I was over to help decorate it, but there was somebody new. My sister had had a baby, and the baby grew up a little bit. She was, I want to say 2 or 3, and she, for the first time, helped me decorate the Christmas tree. So I was helping my mom, and we put the tree up, and it was all set. We had lights on it. And then the whole rest of the afternoon, while my mom was baking cookies and my sister was out shopping for presents, I sat in the living room with my niece on my lap, and we would pull ornaments out of boxes. And with each ornament, we told a story of where we had gotten it from, why it was important, what we liked best about it, who it was from, if it was a gift, and then she would find the perfect spot to hang it on the tree. And that became a tradition. My niece, that's what you call her when it's your sister's child or your brother's child, it's my niece. And she helped me decorate my Christmas tree for the rest of the time that she was in school. She even came back from college and helped me decorate the tree once. And every year we would go through and we'd find our favorite ornaments, and we would talk about who it was from or what the story was, or, oh, I remember this. Now, my sister had very thoughtfully started a tradition with my niece as well, that every year she would get her daughter an ornament that was important for her future Christmas tree when she got older. So when she moved out into her own apartment and got her first Christmas tree, she got all of her ornaments. So she had one for every year of her life. And it was something about that was special to her at that time. So she has one ornament that was ballet shoes for when she started doing ballet. She has one ornament that is a ball from when she played t-ball for the first time. She has an ornament for when she's a big sister. She has an ornament with a sea turtle on it because she loves sea turtles. She has ornaments that tell the story of her life, just like that Christmas tree told the story of our life as a family. And that's a tradition that she and I have. Now, you might celebrate Christmas and have a Christmas tree. Maybe you have a tradition similar to that. Maybe you have a different one. However you celebrate, whichever holiday you choose, I hope you enjoy it. Until next time, bye-bye.